Greetings, good people. Bald Head Hierophant here. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time visiting with me, hello, welcome. I hope that you do choose to stay. Go through other vids of mine and find some of those videos that reach out to you. Look for your zodiac, look for your element, read the titles, okay? Because between those three, you'll know which readings, are for you, which ones you should, pull out and listen to, okay? Because stuff that is for you will always just kind of reach out and grab you, right? Even if it's another zodiac sign, if the message resonates with you, but it's not necessarily your zodiac, it's probably something in there that will resonate for you and with you, okay? And then keep in mind, we all have every last zodiac in us. So it doesn't matter if you're not a Virgo. Okay, you got some Virgo energy in you. It doesn't matter if you're not a Scorpio. You got Scorpio energy in you. So we all have remnants of all 12 signs. That's why sometimes you can find a message that's for a particular zodiac, but you will feel it. You'll feel some type of pull in it. That just means that that particular zodiac energy is needing to be fed somewhere in you, because we all have every last 12 zodiacs, and maybe even that 13th. I don't know how to pronounce it, Osiphus or something like that. We also may have, have that. So just don't be so dry and fixated on just your signs or just your chart that you close off to the fact that we are all everything, okay? We're all everything, not to mention that we're all interconnected. So anywho, the message is, where's Taurus at in your chart? Where's Taurus at in your chart, and what is it saying to you? Now, I'm going to do a reading after I explain what I'm talking about, but the reading will be for Taurus no matter where it is in your chart. You will have to apply the message based on where it is in your chart. Nevertheless, this is for Taurus and those of you who have it in your chart, whether it's the sun, the moon, rising, Taurus, Mercury, I said Taurus, Venus, Mercury, or Mars, and even Jupiter, okay? So before I go any further, hello, bull gang, okay? Because you don't have to be a sun Taurus to be a part of the bull gang. You know when you have Taurus energy in you, okay? It shows up, it shows out, and it is always up front, okay? Matter of fact, kind of like Aries and Leo, it's going to fight for that front. So if you have a lot of Leo, if you have a lot of Aries and Taurus in your chart, I bet you go through some tripolar moments trying to make all three of them agree on who's going to go up front, who's going to go first, because those are the three signs that are going to be seen. They are going to get their attention, okay? So again, if you got Leo, Aries, and Taurus, especially in the upper part of your chart, baby, I bet you have a whole time trying to get yourself together. But nevertheless, you have some really good energies that are fighting for the front, okay? And Taurus should win. Let me just go ahead and say that as a bull baby. Go on, let that Taurus up front. No, but seriously, let's talk about the Taurus sun, okay? If you are a sun Taurus, okay, are you getting the gratification that you need? Are you listening to your senses? Are you filtering everything that you want and need and deserve? Are you filtering that through your senses, or are you just settling for whatever comes your way? Because that would be the question that you would have to ask yourself, Taurus sun, okay? Because it's all about what you need. At the end of the day, a lot of people will say Taurus suns are selfish, or Taurus suns are self-centered, and yes, by golly, we are, okay? And I am a Taurus sun with other Taurus placements, okay? But right now I'm focusing on Taurus sun. Yes, we're going to get the gratification in by any means necessary. In any way that we feel like we need it, we're going to get it. And if we don't get it from the person, place, or thing that we want it from, we're going to go and we're going to get it from somewhere, because that's a part of who we are. We need our gratification, okay? If we do something for you, we want you to say thank you. If we have shown up and showed out, we want your respect and we want your appreciation, okay? And when we don't get it, we do leave. Now, you got some Taurus suns, I'm sure, that are on a Maybe they don't know who they are. Maybe they're on a lower level scale, so they settle. Those are the bulls that settle. Okay. Those are the bulls that have probably been castrated, so to speak, meaning that they've endured things, they've endured people, they've endured places that have removed them from their bull throne. Okay. If you have been removed from the bull throne, get your ass back on that throne. Wake up, bulls. If you are not getting the gratification that you need, if you're not getting the support and the attention that you need, and again, if you are not filtering all of your experiences through your senses to make sure that it aligns with you, wake up. Because as a Taurus sun, that's what you are supposed to be doing. That's why the sun is in Taurus. You are here for gratification. Okay. And somebody might say, well, why do you need somebody to gratify you? It's not that we need someone to gratify us. You are going to gratify us because that's why we are here. Because everything we do it to the highest and the best of our vibration. So you're going to respect that. And when you don't, we go on and find people, places, and things and other experiences that do. So it's not like, oh, we need it or our self-esteem. It ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what you're going to do. That's what our energy demands. Okay. And when you don't give what it demands, we don't make you do it. We just leave and go find other things that do. So if you are not that solid about your Taurus sun and your energy, if you got people around you that are making you think otherwise about yourself, you are a sleeping bull and you need to wake up. Okay. So now let's talk about the Taurus moon people. Okay. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you spoiling yourself with luxuries and things that make you feel beautiful? Huh? Are you secure in who you are and what you are? And are you doing things to keep that security afloat? Or are you waiting on other people to do it? Because see, a lower level Taurus moon person who doesn't know who they are, okay? You're waiting for other people to do it. You need confirmation from other people. Very different than the gratification that the Taurus sun will get. Taurus moon people, you're in control of doing it for yourself. That's spoiling yourself, that taking care of yourself and doing very luxurious things for yourself, doing very beautiful things, surrounding yourself with very beautiful things, whatever that means to you. Okay. Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So each Taurus moon may see beauty differently. Nevertheless, are you doing that for yourself? Are you giving that to yourself? Are you securing this for yourself? Or are you waiting around for other people to do it? Are you waiting for your man to do it? Are you waiting for your woman to do it? Are you waiting for them kids to do it? Are you waiting for your parents to do it? Why are you waiting for someone else to do for you what you are fully capable of doing for yourself? Because only you understand what your moon self needs, what it deserves, what it desires, and also what it demands. Okay. Don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle for somebody who does not. Good example. Let's just say that you're used to taking yourself to the spa. You're used to going shopping at Neiman Marcus. These are things that you do for yourself. And then you get in a relationship with someone who tells you, oh, well, we ain't got the money to do that now. Even though your money is your money and his money is your money, but he may say something like, oh, well, we can't afford that this month, or we can't do that, or I think you go too much. Okay. I think you spend too much money on things, for the house, or too much money on things for your body. Somebody who complains about that kind of stuff, and then you slack up. You say, oh, okay, I understand, because you got this mindset that, well, if my partner, feels like it's too much, then maybe I should, fall back. See, that's a lower level bull. That's a sleep bull, because now you are compromising and accommodating someone else. You're compromising who you are to accommodate someone else, when in our reality, you should never change who you are. Be true to yourself. Because who you are as a Taurus moon is a person who takes care of themselves. They spoil themselves. Matter of fact, you're supposed to get to and with someone who actually adds on to that, not wants to take you away from that. Okay. All right, Taurus moon. So that's that on y'all. Taurus rising. How are you approaching life? Are you bulldozing your way through life, or do you have a slow and steady approach? Do you let people rush you? Okay. Do you let people rush you into decisions, or do you understand that you have to have a system? Okay. You need a methodical, practical system in place so you can do what you need to do, how you know you need to do it, or do you let people just bum rush you from the side, just blindsiding you with what they feel like you should do, what they feel, how they feel like you should do it. Okay. All Tauruses, no matter where the placement is, we all seek comfort over risk. So we're not risky people on no level. Okay. We're very, in that case, we're all kind of methodical in how we move, no matter where Taurus is. But especially Taurus rising, you guys need to be very, very, very much comfortable in your approach to your life. Okay, to your life. Your determination could either be your strength or it could be a challenge, depending on how you allow other people to move you, right? I feel like for Taurus rising people, y'all are probably the kind of people that have the most problems with people trying to change you, because your Taurus energy isn't so much solidified the way it is in sun and in the moon. So you may have other aspects of your chart that makes you easily moved. That makes you easily wavered. Okay. So again, your determination should be your strength. It should never be a challenge. And if it is a challenge, it's only because you have other people who are, like I said, trying to rush you, trying to blindside you with what they think that you should be doing, or you just have other strong aspects. Your moon, your sun, could be somewhere that's opposing your Taurus energy. So Taurus rising people, y'all actually have more of a responsibility to pull that Taurus ascendant energy down and apply it. It's not as available to touch as that Taurus sun, Taurus moon. Matter of fact, Taurus rising, or any rising for that matter, rising energy is probably not as accessible to younger people as it is somebody who's made it through their return. Okay, their Saturn return. It doesn't matter where your Saturn is. If you have not went through your Saturn return, which starts around 26 and fully phases out around the age 32. Okay, if you're 32, actually I'm going to kind of push it on to 35. 35 and over, you're probably feeling your rising sign. Any sign, doesn't matter if it's in Taurus or not. You feel that rising sign around 35. You feel it fully and completely around 35. Before 35, you may get remnants and bits and pieces of it, but you probably don't even understand what it is. It probably feels like an outer body experience, and it goes against everything else that you're doing. The only way a Taurus rising sun is going to fully feel itself and know exactly what it is if you have Taurus moon and Taurus sun. So you have some layered energy. Okay. Now, if you got Taurus sun, Taurus moon, and Taurus rising, oh honey, you are a for real true bull. You are a red bull. You probably own the company. But if you don't have any other Taurus placements, and your only Taurus placement is Taurus rising, then you probably do have an issue with really horning in and harnessing your Tauran energy. Okay, so that's it with you, Taurus rising. Now let's talk about the Venus in Taurus, which is another one of my placements. I'm a Venus and Taurus woman as well. So Venus, Taurus sun, and a Venus in Taurus. Are you getting the love that you desire? Are you getting the love that you deserve? Okay, or are you settling? See, a lower level Taurus is settling. You're not getting what you deserve. You're probably giving it, hoping that if you show a person how much you love them, then they'll give it in return. But that's not what a Venus and Taurus person is supposed to do. You're supposed to go through the door, automatically getting what you deserve and desire. And you give as you get, not the other way around. Okay, this is just how Venus and Taurus is set up. It has nothing to do with, I don't think I should have to take care of a Venus and Taurus person. They need to show me that they were. No, a Venus and Taurus woman, man, is already worthy. We were incarnated back into this realm already worthy. We don't have to show it. We don't have to prove it. We are it. Okay. Our love is patient. Our love is kind. It provides stability. So when we even allow ourselves to be in your presence, when we let you love us, that alone is the gift of a Venus and Taurus. Okay, that alone is the gift. So that's why we come in with so much what some people would claim demanding, but it's not really demanding. We just know what we deserve. We know what we desire. Okay. We have a very calm, happy, stable approach to love. So we don't force people to love us. We don't stay in situations where we're not getting it. We're really only going to stay where we're already where we are already receiving it, and we're able to. It's almost like we monopolize off of that. The more you love a Venus and Taurus person, oh honey, the more you're going to get out of them. If we see slack, if we see inconsistency, if we see destabilization in how you love us, we're not even going to stick around. A lot of people have, what I've seen it on different, not platforms, posts about, who's the sign that cheats the most. And every time I see little posts like that, I always go to the comments because I have my own opinion on the signs that cheat the most. But it just always makes me clench my pearls when someone says Taurus, because no, we don't. A Taurus is not going to cheat on you. A Taurus is going to leave you and go get with who they want to be with. We don't cheat. Now, I'm not saying that every last Tauran on earth is not a cheater. If you've dated a Taurus person and they cheated on you, two things has happened. Number one, they're not moving in their Tauran energy when they cheat on you. Or number two, you did something that made them feel like they got to get their lick back, because vengeful Tauruses are alive and well. We are here. Okay. So don't ever think you're going to play in a Taurus's face and not get reprimanded for it. Okay. But those are the only two reasons that a Taurus is going to cheat. We love stability. Okay. We crave stability. We give it and we desire it. So yeah, Venus and Taurus people, honey, we don't play around with not getting that type of love that we desire. We don't play around with that, okay? And if you are a lower level Venus and Taurus person, meaning you don't know who you are, you don't understand your Venus and Taurus, then 9 times out of 10, you're probably accepting chaos and disorder in your love life, okay? And I hope that this video lands in your pockets or lands on your lap so you can stop doing that, because you are making the whole entire Venus and Taurus gang look bad. So stop it, okay? Now, let's talk about Mercury in Taurus. Mercury in Taurus, for those of you who have Mercury in Taurus. Do you stand on what you say? Like the young folks are saying, do you stand on business? Okay? Or do you let people shift your thoughts, shift what you think? You should be very fixed on your views, okay? The way that you think, the way that you communicate what you think should be solid as a rock. Nobody should be able to move you. You should be like a boulder, immovable by what somebody else thinks. I don't care if everybody in the room is going against what you're saying. If everybody in the room disagrees with you, a Mercury in Taurus person is going to stand solid, okay? You're not going to be able to move a Mercury in Taurus's views. I said what I said. Okay, if there was a sign, or if there was a quote that could represent Mercury in Taurus, it would be, I said what I said. Okay. Now, another thing that a Mercury in Taurus person is, y'all are very, because I don't have Mercury in Taurus, y'all are very willing to prove what you say. As you should, because as an earth sign, okay, in Mercury, which is a air type energy, you desire to be heard, to be seen, and to be felt. Because what you're trying to tell a person is, I stand on what I stand on. I said what I said and I meant it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. So if you're not solid and firm in your thinking, and you let other people convince you to change your mind, and you change your thoughts, and you're very wavering and very fleeting in your thoughts, you are a lower level Mercury in Taurus person. You don't understand how to use your Mercury in Taurus energy. You probably get it abused a lot, and then you get mad at yourself when you get home, because you one of them kind of people. They'll probably be like, dang, I should have said this, or dang, I shouldn't have let them make me change my mind. Or you have a lot of regrets once you get home at night and you start crying on your pillow because you didn't stand firm in who you are and what you said. Okay, don't let people change your mind. You feel how you feel for a reason. You said what you said for a reason. You think how you think for a reason. You should stand on that. Okay, be true to you and stand solid in what it is that is coming through you and out of you. Okay. Now, let's talk about Taurus and Mars, okay? Taurus and Mars, which is the sign of It could be anger or it could be sexual. Both of those angers come from the same, both of those angers, I'm sorry, both of those energies come from the same place. Okay. So I often tell people when they get their charts done that how you have sex is how you act when you're angry, because all of that energy comes from your Mars energy. It comes from that first and second chakra, that red chakra and that orange chakra. That's a combination of that. Mars energy is a combination of that. So are you slow to anger? Because Tauruses are not a very angry person in general, no matter where the placement is in your chart. Taurus people, period, are provoked. Okay, so we are reactive. We don't start stuff. We're not proactive. We're reactive. If you find a Taurus that's bullyish and start stuff, that's not their Taurus energy. They probably got some other placements in their chart that makes them aggressive. Okay, people assume that Tauruses are aggressive based on the representation of bulls. But if you think about a bull, if you've ever been around bulls, if you've ever watched them on TV, if you've ever passed them in driving, if you've done any study on bulls, bulls are not aggressive unless they are provoked. Otherwise, a bull is chilling, eating grass, drinking water, under a tree, chilling. Somebody comes and pushes the bull. Somebody comes and tries to aggravate, frustrate the bull, and we become disgruntled. Then you're going to see very chaotic energy. Okay, so with a Taurus in Mars or Mars in Taurus, you're slow to anger, like you should be. You're not, or you shouldn't be, easily triggered. Okay, if you are easily triggered and you got Mars in Taurus, you're a lower level. You don't understand who you are. You don't understand how you should respond. You don't understand that you have way more power and control over their Mars energy than you think, because Taurus is an earth energy. It's solid, it's steady, and it's really immovable. You really gotta throw a Taurus out of their comfort zone, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, financially. You really gotta remove us from our comfort to really see us get angry. Okay, don't let people force you into thinking that just because you're a bull, you're easily aroused and ready to attack. Because a lot of people will try to make bulls think that they are the problem, when in our reality, no bull placement, doesn't matter where it is, no bull placement is a problem unless you provoke us. Now, this is the thing. People will cry wolf not wanting to tell what they've done. You cannot throw a rock and hide your hand with a Taurus. Okay, for one, Taurus is always know who's with the shit, and we're gonna get you back. Okay, so if you're one of those kind of people that like to provoke a bull, that like to push a bull, that like to antagonize the bull, and then the bull turns around and bulldozes you, now you want to get up and play victim. That's not going to work with the bull. Okay, and then other people around you may, lick your wounds and help you play victim, but the bull is going to stand there like, well, you made me do that. Quit playing with me. Okay, so Mars and energy. Why am I? That's crazy. Mars in Taurus. Understand your energy and understand that your anger issues ain't because Mars is in Taurus. Okay, if you have anger issues, that's other placements in your chart, because a true Mars in Taurus person is very slow to anger. Okay, matter of fact, you're not even really moved by anything unless it's overstimulating you, because very similar to the Taurus sun, Taurus in Mars filters a lot of stuff through their body, through their filtering system, through their senses, because Mars also represents the body. Okay, Mars kind of shows how we're made up. Okay, it can talk about where you're buff and bulk at. Okay, so Taurus, any placement with Taurus is going to be in tune with their senses, but Taurus sun, Taurus moon, and Taurus and Mars are more connected to their senses more than any of the other placements for Taurus. Okay, so that's just a quick little understanding about those placements. I did not do Jupiter, Chiron, and Lilith, because I just want to make the video too long, because these are really the only ones that matter. Really quickly, as far as Jupiter in Taurus, because that is one of the ones that's at kind of important too. That just means that your value system, what you value, what you don't value, is going to be increased, because anything Jupiter touches is expanded. So are you thinking highly of yourself? Do you do some of the highest, greatest things for yourself? Is your vibration high? Do you think of yourself highly? Because if you do, then if Jupiter is on that, then that means it's going to be expanded. Okay, it's going to be extensive. Okay, or do you think low of yourself? Do you let other people make you think low of yourself? Do you allow people to make you feel bad because you think highly of yourself? How do you think about you? How do you feel about you? How do you treat you? And do you do that on a consistent, stable basis? Because if you do, then you're going to do that even more if Jupiter is in Taurus. Or if you have self-esteem issues, if you, again, you allow people to make you feel bad about yourself. You allow people to remove you from your confidence and your self-esteem and your empowerment. Then guess what? Jupiter is going to attach to that and bring you more of that. So that's pretty important too for those of you who have Taurus and Jupiter. Okay, so if I just hope that everything that I have mentioned thus far has been helpful. Of course, if you like what you've heard, give me that thumbs up. And if you have more information to add on to that, I just gave really rough, brief information on those placements, but you're welcomed, okay, to drop anything down in the comments to add to that. If you are a Taurus moon, sun, rising, Venus in Taurus, Mercury in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, or Mars in Taurus, okay, add to it, because again, I just gave a really quick rough draft, so this wouldn't be too long. I had thought about doing a video for each individual placement. I was going to do Taurus Sun, but then I'm like, oh my God, that would have been another series, and it would have been like 8 videos. And I'm like, oh my God, I just finished the zodiac, reading. So I'm like, I don't want to do another series. But I tell you what, if somebody comes in the comment section and says, you know what, will you please do individual videos for each Taurus placement, I will most definitely oblige, especially if you guys are going to support it. Okay, so before I get started, I have got to find my charger because my phone is about to die, and I don't want what happened last night to happen tonight, which is my darn phone dying. Okay. Hey y'all, give me a minute. I'm so sorry. Okay. So let's get. Oh no! I'm sorry. Don't do it. Yo, the behind the scenes on making the darn phones work is crazy. And I didn't get a chance to fully charge my iPad, so I didn't want it to kill the vibe and stop recording like it did last night, because I was so pissed with that video last night. Well, I wasn't pissed with the video, but I was pissed that my iPad died. Shit. Okay, thank you, sweet spirit of love, light, wholeness, accuracy, and honesty. Thank you, sweet spirit, for using me as a trusted and true bull member to bring about a message for the bull gang that will soon be here to view this video. So show me more information for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Give me information, no matter where the Taurus placement is. Give me information for the collective of Taurus. Whoa, that flew. 3 of Swords. Oh my. So who's coming through some type of blues type energy? The recovery. Huh? Who? What broke your heart? Because that's what the 3 of Swords is all about. You've been disappointed. Somebody has disappointed you, or maybe you've disappointed yourself. Let's go further. Show me more and show me clearly. Show me more and show me clearly. Strength card. Okay, listen, so somebody is currently going through a heartbreak, and I don't know if it's in a relationship, a friendship, a partnership, a business-ship. Somebody has hurt somebody's heart, hurt somebody's feelings. Okay, now with the strength card here, we just had that full wolf moon in Leo. So this could have just recently happened. This could have just recently happened. I feel like that you were probably, some of y'all did, but some of y'all were probably supposed to and didn't know you were supposed to, because maybe you're not, into spirituality. You're not into moon work. You're not into rituals and spells and stuff. But if you didn't know to do this, it's what you should have did. You should have did some type of release magic, some type of release ritual, some type of release spell with that full moon in Leo, because it was fully supported. Okay. Now, some of you all may have done that and let these two cards thus far be confirmation that your release was heard and you were released from whatever, the heartbreak was. You should feel lighter because you were granted whatever you asked, whatever you wished for. That which you said during your spell, during your ritual, was heard and granted. Okay. But now, for those of you who didn't even know to do that kind of stuff, because maybe you're new to spirituality, you're new to the occult, you're new to, different traditional, different spiritual systems. Okay. If you're new to all of that and you didn't know to do that, it's okay. It's okay. Because we're going to have more full moons, not necessarily in Leo. We won't get another Leo full moon until, maybe the end of the year. I think we'll get another full moon in Leo at the end of 2024 or early part of 2025. Okay. But nevertheless, we always will have full moons. So for those of you who missed the full moon in Leo, no worries. Find your moon. Wherever your moon is, that's the moon that you need to use. Find the full moon. You can always go on Astro Seek, go to the moon phases calendar, and you can be prepared. Find where your moon is. Find your full moon, okay? It doesn't matter what sign it's in. Find your full moon, the moon that your natal moon, which is the moon that you were born under, and prepare to do some work around that moon. I don't care if it's later down the year, 4 or 5 months from now. That means you got time to prepare. Or if you feel like you're powerful enough to use any moon, use any moon. Use any moon. I don't care if you are a Scorpio moon. If you're powerful enough to use a Cancer full moon, then use a Cancer full moon. We have full moons every month. Okay. Sometimes we have 2 a month. Okay. So just, it just depends on where you are in your confidence when it comes to your magic, when it comes to your powers. Okay. Show me more. Show me clearly for the collective of Taurus. Ashe. The Hermit. Ashe. So now that you have released whatever was on you based on, not based on, but due to this heartache, this heartbreak, it is now time for you to go into introspection. Okay. It's time for you to go in. You go in and do self-work. Okay. A lot of times when we endure these heartbreaks, again, it doesn't matter what kind of heartbreak it was, and it don't matter who gave it to you, how it happened, what caused it. It almost always spirals us into some type of isolation automatically, because there's no way to be hurt. There's no way to be full of pain and then out in the world willy-nilly hunkadory. Yeah, everything's cool. Yeah, because it's not. Let me tell you something. Pain, heartache, pain, the body feels heartache pain the same way it feels it when you hit your toe. The body and the heart knows no different. Pain is pain. How we feel it on the outside is what differentiates it for us. But how it's filtered on the inside is the exact same. So heartache pain, bump your knee. Heartache pain, hit your head. Heartache pain, hit your elbow. It's all the same. Anyway, the only reason I said that is some people might think that they can go through a heartache and not do the work, not go through that isolation. But those are the people that end up hurting other people on down the line, because you didn't take time out to go into that introspection mode, that hermit mode, that isolation mode, that solitude. You need solitude when you've been hurt, because you have to reconfigure yourself. You have to reinvent yourself many times. You have to replenish yourself, okay? It's a whole re-up, of self. It's a rekindling and a redispositioning, and it's a whole all them re's. And you can't do that when you still out on earth stage. So a lot of times people go in, okay? So either you are being warned to go in. Do not try to skip this process. You need to go in. You need to shine light on you within. Some of y'all already know to do this. Some of y'all don't know. And hopefully this message has found you so you can begin to apply what you've just heard, okay? Let it be known that Virgo is the oh no. Virgo is the sign of the Hermit card. Okay, so I could be talking to, you just could have some Virgo energy somewhere in you, okay? As well as Leo. Leo has showed up. Virgo has showed up. So no matter where your Taurus placement is, you may have Leo somewhere close to it, or you may have Virgo somewhere close to it, okay? Show me more and show me clearly. More information for Taurus. Judgment. All of these major arcanas showing up in this reading. So I always feel like there is, I'm sorry, y'all, somebody keeps calling. I always feel like anytime we endure hurt like this and it makes us have to go in, if you get the lesson, then the blessing is an opportunity. Some kind of opportunity, which to me is what judgment represents, okay? Some type of opportunity is always made available if you pass the test, if you go through your lessons and you gather up the breadcrumbs, aka the blessings, okay? You're able to make a whole loaf and you can eat that lesson, okay? Very similar to turning lemons into lemonade. So many people fail the test though, so guess what they got to do? Loop, 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 because you don't gather your breadcrumbs, aka your lessons. Get the lesson, because as soon as you gather all the information that you need from that experience, from that heartache, from that heartbreak, as soon as you say, oh, okay, I see what was trying to be shown to me. I see. Because sometimes it be stuff that we are in denial about, right? Sometimes it be stuff where it be our fault at the end of the day. It'll be our fault. But in the very beginning, you don't want to take that kind of blame. It's too hard, okay? It's a blow to the chest. It's a blow to the ego. It's a blow to the pride. It's a blow to the emotions. It's a blow to the mental. But if you are wise enough, high vibrational enough to say, okay, show me my accountability. Show me where I could have done something different. Show me where I could have said something different. Show me where I could have moved different. Aha, then you get the blessing. And then you get the opportunity. Listen, I tell people all the time, turn your pain into power, because from there comes your profit. You can't turn your pain into profit. You turn your pain into power, and from your power, it goes to profit. A lot of people try to skip that step. And what did I say about people who don't try to heal? They end up hurting other people. People who try to turn their pain into profit without doing that middle step, which is the healing, don't do nothing but manipulate people. Because guess what? They were manipulated. They don't do nothing but hurt people. Why? Because they hurt people. They were hurt by somebody. I'm sorry. The person who hurt them was probably hurt, because hurt people hurt people. People who manipulate people were manipulated. So you got to stop the loop. You got to stop the curse. You got to stop the bad pattern, the bad habit, by taking time out, hermit, to do the work. That's why I say you go from pain to power. Okay? Pain to power, and then to profit. And when I say profit, meaning you might write a book about what you experienced and how you made it over, and give some tools and some skills on how other people can make it through theirs, right? Somebody might start doing, might start touring and doing life coaching. Okay. Somebody might start a podcast. Okay. Some people go back to school and get a counseling degree, some type of psychology degree, because now you see how you are somehow emotionally tethered to helping people due to what you went through, and maybe didn't have nobody to help you. You made it through yours with the help of people, and now you want to be that to other people. Okay, that's what I mean when I say turn that pain from power to profit. But too many people try to jump straight from that pain into profit, and they're hurting people, they're using people, they're manipulating people because they're operating in the energy that caused them to be pained anyway. You got to heal that. Okay, you got to heal that. And the way to heal it is to go through your isolation, go through this moment of introspection. Don't bypass that. All right, show me more and show me clearly for these Taurus people, no matter where their placements are. Show me clearly. That Judgment card is also an indication of transformation, which maybe you guys already knew that, because anytime you go through something like this, any type of pain, any type of heartaches and heartbreaks, if you, like I kept saying, you gather the pieces of the breadcrumbs, okay, and then you see your blessings, okay. Anytime that happens and you allow the experience to teach you instead of allowing it to, wither you up like a California raisin, because sometimes pain hurts that bad. You start looking a hot mess and you start feeling a hot mess. But if you allow it to plump you and feel you, gaining them lessons, gaining them accolades, then it does transform you into something better. You come out being a better version of yourself, okay? And that's what we're here to do. We're here to walk ourselves back to our highest and greatest vibration anyway. And a lot of times, painful situations, painful experiences are what, they be the catalyst. They be the catalyst, but again, so many people don't know that, so they fall down by the wayside and become the very predator or become the very thing that hurt them. You gotta rise above it. Gotta rise above it, okay? Shade to the next card. It most definitely will put you in a hanged man position because you start to have epiphanies. That's why I said a few minutes ago that if you allow it to teach you and you hold yourself accountable, those epiphanies start to happen and you start to say, okay, so that probably happened because of what I said, or that probably happened because of what I did. Epiphanies don't just shine light on what another motherfucker did. Your epiphanies, them light bulbs come on to show you what you did, or what you didn't do, or what you should have done, right? So if you are in a hanged man position, you are most definitely getting some new perspectives and some new perspectives. You have a different outlook on everything when you're enduring this type of transformation. Not to mention, this is another major arcana. Major arcanas are all about you. It's never about the other person. When you get a reading done and there's a lot of major arcanas, that ain't nothing but you versus you. Higher you versus lower you. Unaware you versus very aware you. High you versus low you. Okay? It's just you versus you. You teaching you lessons, okay? Everybody outside of us are just pawns in the grand scheme of things. They're just used to bring these lessons about so we can be aware of the lesson, okay? So sometimes, well, all the time, things have to step outside of us and project themselves as reality for us to fix them, okay? But that's what this Hanged Man card is indicating, that I feel like many of you, if you're still here, thank you if you are. Give me that thumbs up if you haven't already. But many of you know this. Many of you are already tapping into, you're already tapping into and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen too, really quickly. Once you start holding yourself accountable, you'll go through a very brief, oh, woe me type of energy. You'll kind of start to have this guilt, this shame, this regret. You'll kind of go through a little brief self-sabotage. And that's just anguish. Let it flow. It's nothing you can do to stop it. Because what that's letting you know is you know that you are accountable and responsible for yourself. So if you allowed someone to do something, or if this situation happened because, again, you allowed it, or you did something to induce it, or you didn't do what you were supposed to do to stop it, and you're going through your transformation and you get to the phase where you're trying to hold yourself accountable and you actually utter the words, okay, I am accountable for me, therefore I take on all of my own karma. Because I want to fix me. I'm not responsible for how somebody else did what they did. I'm not even responsible for what they did to me. I just want to know how I can be responsible so I can move forward, move past this. Well, as soon as you say that declaration to yourself, which is powerful, which is very mature, which means you have a very seasoned spirit, then soon as you say that, here come those little critters of doubt and shame and guilt and worry and, again, self-sabotaging. Okay, it don't stay long. It's just another little epiphany. All of it to make you higher and greater, okay, and more favorable to your higher self. Okay, so don't fall down by the wayside when that happens. But if that's already happening, then that's a grand indication that you are elevating. You are elevating. So don't stop that. Don't fall into that, and don't stop that from happening. Let those feelings flow. Let them out. They're like bubbles. That's all they are. It's bubbles. And what do bubbles do? Come up and come out. If you stop them, you're going to end up with gas, and maybe you're going to have flagellants. You're going to have spiritual flagellants. Okay? Let them bubbles out. Let that stuff come up and come out. Okay? Let it come up and come out. Because we all know the pressure busts pipes. So if you try to hold it in and I let it out anyway, you're going to end up having another problem. Okay? So don't do that. Don't create more stuff on yourself when you can just let the stuff, flow and go. Show me more if there's more for the collective of Taurus. Show me more. Give me the resolve. That's what I want. I want to know the resolve. The sun. The sun. And I know exactly what this is telling you, collective, no matter where your Taurus is. Listen up. Stop settling. Listen up. Stop settling. I feel like that whoever caused this, you settled for them anyway. Whether they was a friend, a lover, a mate, a boss on a job, a friend, a coworker, a colleague, a friend in college, a church member, somebody in the congregation, somebody in the foundation, somebody in the brotherhood, sisterhood, whomever it was. No doubt, I know that you had already filtered them through your senses and you didn't listen to you. Something was already shown to you, the sun. Something was already lit up and shown to you about that person. See, that's where that accountability comes in. I know I'm talking to somebody who is going through this aha moment, and this is what you've already figured out. And what you're saying to yourself is, dang, I should have listened to myself. Dang, spirit had already showed me. Dang, God had already showed me. Dang, my mama had already showed me. You're already saying this, and I know you are. This is what you're saying. Something had already shown itself to you that this person, place, or thing wasn't worthy of you, and it was going to hurt you, or it was coming in to challenge you, but you didn't listen to yourself. That's normal. That's one of the human glitches until you become keenly aware and you move strictly in your spirit body. You don't let nobody outside of you remove you from that. And I talked about that with those of you who have Mercury and Taurus, those of you who got the Taurus moon, those of you who are Taurus rising. Stop letting people remove you from what you know to be true. Okay? Stop that. Stop that. Because a lot of times that's what happens. We don't listen to ourselves. We let other people's manipulation that's wrapped up in a really pretty package, so it sounds like truth, it looks like truth, but something in you, because we are sensory based beings, something in you already picked up on the fact that it was some fuckery, but you got duped. It's okay. It ain't gonna happen again. And that's another thing about the transformation. That's another thing about going through this process. That's another thing about making sure you heal. During that healing, it's almost like you sign a cosmic contract or some type of spiritual contract that you will never have to endure this again if you get the lesson. Okay? So listen, I am done. This is one of the longest readings I've done in a long time. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Okay, I put my soul into it. I put my soul into all of my readings. Okay, and I just love, love, love when I can feel the appreciation, whether it's through a comment, whether it's through a like. Some of y'all will email me. And for those of you that ever want to email me, just scroll over to the About section, go down. All my information, even how to contact me on Instagram, is all in there. Okay, I have two pages, but the main page I set up is called the Bald Head Hierophant. So it's the same. It's the Instagram is the same name as my YouTube channel. Okay, that's the page that I like to receive my messages on. I don't too much like people on my personal page. Okay. So if you need a reading, if you just want to give me a comment, and you don't want it in the comment section, you can message me with it. You can email me. Like, there's ways for you guys to converse with me, dialogue with me, if you want to, outside of the comment section. Okay. And some of you have already did that. So I appreciate those of you who do, because it helps me, stay afloat on who actually feels my readings, who likes them, who's not really into my style of reading, and all of that good stuff. Okay. So Taurus gang, hello. I love you. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you've made it all the way to this portion of this video, may you receive all of that time back tenfold. Okay. Namaste.